Okay, so I think what's happening is, the aim is to, develop new artisans, younger artisans. So I think this year we have, recruited about a dozen of younger artisans to be trained by our current artisans. So legacy is very important.
I'm with Emma Driskill. She's been in Cambodia for 4 years, and she is sales director of Artisans Angkor. It's an organisation that's been running for 28 years. And it has provided jobs for thousands of craftspeople producing traditional goods to a very, very high standard. Emma, welcome to the magnificent Memoire Hotel. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for talking to us. Emma, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, let's try to be, short and concise. I've been in Asia for over 30 years. I spent about 18 years in Hong Kong, 10 years in Singapore. My background is primarily luxury and fashion, so I come from that very big industry. And you may wonder why today I'm talking here and why I'm doing in Cambodia. The common thread of the story has been, in fact, sustainability. In my previous role, I had a chance to work on sustainability because it was, linked to the overall global strategy. And at that time, I really developed an interest for that topic. And I really think this is the future for so many industries, in particular for fashion, because a lot of topic right now, it's about circularity. So anyway, after COVID, I made a bold decision. As I said to my husband, okay, let's go to Cambodia. It was intuitive. I used to come here before for my work. And I was very lucky because, it was fate and destiny, because I had a job offer while staying in Singapore to Phnom Penh. The first 3 years I spent and dedicated to train and develop Cambodian trainer to the métier of luxury, and to adapt a training program called Luxury Attitude to Cambodia. The fate is there again, because I was introduced via a common friend to Artisans, who to me offered me the perfect mission. Looking back at what I've been doing in my career is to help artisans to become that beacon for Cambodia, for art and craft and beyond.
Yeah, tell me a little. I see you're wearing a shawl made of silk from Artisans Angkor. This is made there. It's very lovely. Tell me more about the things like that, and what the craftspeople do. Well,
that's as you know, I will not try to sell it to you, but just to talk about the silk itself. It's actually totally handmade. Okay. This is the work and the accomplishment of our silk production that we produce at the silk farm, which is about 30 minutes away from where we are talking, here today. And this is, the work, and I think you can imagine that, the prime, technique is whole, or if you want, ikat. Okay, so that's ancestral techniques, years, representing centuries of know-how and tradition how to weave and make the silk. Okay, but what I found fascinating is design is made totally by women, mostly women, and the way they weave the silk is memorized in their head. So when you see them making the silk and weaving the scarf, you don't see any sketches, any drawing next to the loom. Everything is memorized into their head, and we have hundreds of designs, and I think this is absolutely fascinating.
Tell me a bit more of the products. What other things do you make?
So silk is our core business, because we make, of course, scarf. We have as well those traditional fabric that we call keben, which is what the Cambodian people wear to traditional events or pagoda. But we do other accessories in silk, such as bags, small accessories ready to wear. But we have as well a very strong business in craft, like stone sculpture. We use different type of quality of stone, like soapstone. We use wood, silver, and we have as well a collection of lacquer.
Yeah. And your customers are, where are they from, mostly?
So mostly, tourists because we are here in SIEM REAP, okay? Mostly at the moment coming from the West, okay? But I think we see as well more and more Asian coming to shop at Artisan, because art and craft is very appealing and going to be more and more appealing, I believe so, in the years to come. And as well a growing domestic clientele, because as well we do have domestic clients.
So what is it about the crafts that will become more important?
That's the thing. It's really about linking a product to a human. What I mean by that is the supply chain, the tracing of supply chain is becoming extremely important for brands. And when you come on visit Artisan, you can see our artisan making the products. So I think that's the strength of Artisan today, is to having this ancestral know-how, what we call in French savoir-faire, and being able to demonstrate to our visitors, becoming maybe customer of ours, how we make the product, okay? And then, this products is unique because it's not machine made, it's not like production made, it's one by one. So that's the unique value, I believe, behind Artisan, okay? And that's valid for, of course, for Artisan, but as well all the other, artisan in the world.
Yes. As I understand it, you have to be very careful about the authenticity of the products you make. Do you have much scope to build on these traditional ideas?
So I think it's about, it's how after we're going to develop our brand and how we're going to export our brand, okay? So there's many, in fact, new technology you can use about the authenticity of your products, okay? So definitely it's going to be a discussion we're going to have in the near future, but it is what it is when you come and visit us, because we don't have hundreds of outlets right now in the world, okay? You primarily at the moment can only buy Artisan in Cambodia. It's not available yet in other places in the world, but of course our aim is to export the brand overseas, because as well it's about growing the community of artisans. Okay, that's what I found very appealing to me in this, for me being at Artisan. It's really thinking of the community of artisans in SIEM REAP and helping them to grow.
Yes. You've had thousands of people, you've helped thousands of people according to your site. What kind of skills have they learned and are they developing, and where are they now?
You mean for the artisans?
For the artisans. Okay,
so I think what's happening is, the aim is to, develop new artisans, younger artisans. So I think this year we have, recruited about a dozen of younger artisans to be trained by our current artisans. So legacy is very important. There is, a big topic in Cambodia going on. It's about professional education. I hope one day we are able to have an academy for the company, that's what, you can, legitimate the skill you are learning with artisan and having a diploma. That's something which I've been, drove to since I've been arriving in Cambodia. I think there is a massive opportunity for professional learning. So I hope that we will be able to do that.
You think that there's much scope for a big expansion in this type of highly personalized craft? Is this a big opportunity for Cambodia, or is it fairly niche?
I guess, what we are after, it's after value creation, okay? It's allowing, a community to grow, help Cambodia to become an attractive destination. It is an attractive destination, but to strengthen, I would say, the attractiveness on Cambodia, because you think about, how, and I'm thinking of Paris, how it became, so successful. It's these three things you do when you are in Paris. It's you go to museum, you visit exhibitions, so it's culture. The second one, it's about, food, French food, and the third one is about shopping. Okay, so the mission as well of I think of the role of a brand like Artisan is to help Cambodia to become, this this jewel, in Southeast Asia, and to become an attractive a destination, sorry.
And visitors can come and visit is it workshops? What do they have? Do you have one central workshop, or are you spread about? Can people come and
so we do. In fact, we don't have, currently we have 3 stores, 2 in SIEM REAP and 1 in Phnom Penh. But in SIEM REAP, it's not only a store. You can visit our atelier where you see, the artisan making the product, and we offer as well workshop. So it's a cultural destination. So there's one word in our new strategy, like the 2.0 strategy, as we call it, we call it cultural luxury. So you become a destination. It's to live an experience, how to make a product, to look at the artisan itself or herself, and then looking at how you can make, a stone carving, or how you can, paint, on silk and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your publicity talks about the meticulous craftsmanship. Mm-hmm. I take it this is a big aspect that you're selling quality.
Yeah.
Because in many places around the world, there's tourist markets who sell low quality goods. Mm-hmm. Do you think Cambodia's future in any way is part of that, going for quality?
I think it's a big topic, to be honest, about quality versus quantity. So I think everybody has an opinion. I believe the future is in quality, okay, especially when it comes to the sustainability aspect, okay. You want to offer a qualitative experience, and that's what it is about. We are building a new shop in a new building at not too far from where we are, and that's what we aim, is really to offer a qualitative experience to our visitors.
It is authentic. The products are uniquely Cambodian, is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's, I've done, this, I work on this training called Luxury Attitude, and it was really a reflection about what is luxury and the value of luxury. And that's to me, because it's flashing back of looking at my career, and what are the values, what makes you stand at the end of the day. And I think, to me, authenticity is absolutely critical. You have to, and that's what Cambodia is first of all as a destination. People are authentic. And I think that's the beauty of Cambodia, the people to start with. The human dimension, when you see product being made by artisan, okay, it's as human as we can get, and you can talk and exchange if you want to with our guides, with our artisans. So it's it's really to have this experience which you will remember. And I think now it's all about experience. We call it as well the experience economy. So, and that's what we offer right now at Artisan.
Very good. So what are your plans for the future?
Yeah, I think we are, if you come to our site on the Living Art Village, we are building a new building, okay? It's going to be a 4-story building where we're going to open a flagship retail space of about 1,000 square feet. And then the first floor, which I think is going to be a new attraction for SIEM REAP, is going to be an immersive museum using 3D technology. So we hope that will bring a lot of tourists to, and not only like local tourists as well, to SIEM REAP, because it's using technology for history. So maybe I don't have too many details yet personally about what the program would be, or that a museum called Immersive Angkor, but I believe it would be linked to the temple of Angkor Wat. Okay. On the 3rd floor we'll probably have a space for culture, and the 4th floor we will have a cafe / aperitivo bar where you can enjoy the view at night or during the day of SIEM REAP. So we want to become a destination and offer as well more activities in this new building. We are looking as well of organizing conferences, because in the a store. There will be a space for amphitheaters for us to conduct workshop, conferences, and so on.
I very much look forward to coming and visiting. Emma, thank you.
You will more welcome.
Thank you very much.
Looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Bye.